Yeah. So, interestingly enough, yeah, unlike the kids of today, and I'm talking about my own children who haven't got a clue, at that point I wanted to join the Air Force. And people say, well, if my mum was here now, God rest her soul, she'd say, oh, I never do a type what was aeroplane. So I always talk about aircraft, aeroplanes, and I used to make models. So airfix models, I had dozens of airfix models. And really, it was as sad as it is, and it's what it is I watched a film with John Wayne called The Flying Leathernecks. And he was a Marine Corps pilot, and they were basically called in to save the day when the poor Army, we know what we think about the Army being the Air Force. Army were in trouble, they called on the Air Force. And it was that close air support. And I thought, what a great role, what a great thing to be able to do is to do something where you help save the guys and girls who are in trouble on the ground. So that was my inspiration, really. So I'd always wanted to join the Air Force. I actually became a member of the Air Cadets. I joined the 494 Air Training Corps up at in Smethwick. I did that for a few years as well, which really sort of helped, I suppose, gave me that sort of confidence that actually it's something I really wanted to do. I went to summer camps, as you do with the cadets, came with RAF Cosford, went gliding, went flying in the Chipmunk, so all the little things there. Actually also went flying in the Puma. I actually had a trip in the Puma, which is the first helicopter I flew in, and again, it really sort of confirmed to me that that's actually something I wanted to do. But I've always set my eyes on, and sort of sights on wanting to fly. I want to fly. That was it. I want to fly, and that was it really. So through secondary school as well, and making sure I actually worked hard to try and get the grades. Because if I remember correctly, at the time you just needed 5 O levels to commission and go into the flying world. So I left secondary school, then went to college to do my A levels at college. Went to Rowley Regis, which was nowhere near Smethwick. It was a couple of bus rides away, miles away from anything that I knew I'd grown up with. And I went with a few of my friends, Don Subban, Harry Sharma and Surinder. So 4 of us from our primary school, secondary school, went to a college miles away rather than West Smethwick College, which was just down the road. And it was a good experience. It was somewhere different. The first time I'd really heard about heavy rock, which was a bizarre, awful sound of music. No disrespect to rockers in the room, because there are a few probably here right now. But it was the first time I experienced that. But it was a good mix of people came from Whalley High, there were people from Whiteheath, people from West Brom School. So there's a real mix of people who went around really to college. Whereas if I'd gone to local, again, it would have been primary school into same cohort for secondary school, same cohort again. So it was just a different experience for me. And actually it was a really good experience. It sort of broadened the people I met, the different classes of people. Again, and from different, Whalley High was quite posh. So we met some really still good friends today of people in Whalley High who were, they were slightly different up the social ladder than the poor people from Smethwick. So that was really my drive really from an early age.